Coming up tonight on Bus News.
Edinburgh bus station could potentially be closed forever, and some proposals for new service changes in Levenmouth have been unveiled.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, Mortimer here. This is going to be a bit of a quicker video, as I only have less than 3 hours to get this edited, because once again, Charlie's been lazy and not recorded a video, even though I told him to. So yeah, that's fun. And you've also probably realized that I'm outside. I have no shame. Let's hope this doesn't end in an eviction notice. It is actually, a month until, the opening of the Leven and Cameron Bridge train stations. But yeah, there are some proposals for bus changes to do with the opening of these train stations to provide more of a transport link for these areas. And I am about to go through them and discuss what I think is good, what I think is bad, and what I think is meh. As I said, these are just proposals. They're not finalized plans, but I do think that a few of these are probably quite interesting. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so this is an interesting move. I don't think too much is being changed, but I might not be looking too deep into this. Bit confused by the way they phrase this here, but I'm not entirely gonna complain about it. I think it gets the job done. I think it's pretty good. So, for those who have already seen the article from Levenmouth Connected, you'd probably think the next thing I'm going to list is the change that I think is the most interesting out of all of these. But no, honestly, because you don't really see many circular bus routes in Fife, aside from, you know, the obvious Dunfermline Electric City Network and 34 and 34A in Kirkcaldy. But we don't talk about those. I do think this would be a fun move, though. I think having the 48, I'm assuming probably counterclockwise, and the 49 clockwise, I think that could probably work out quite well. So, but that's just my 2 cents. Moving on. So, the 47 and 47A, I think this is probably going to be quite an interesting route. Yeah, so unfortunately, the only information supplied here is that it goes from Kenaway to Leven via Cameron Bridge Station, and that it's going to run from about 5:30 to midnight, which, when I click on the times provided on the website, it gives me a phone number, and I am about to give him a ring. So, yeah, give me that. Hello? For God's sake. And then, yeah, 7 and 95, not surprised that they've got new evening journeys, as they're both Coast Rider services, and they both are pretty much the same as one another, in just concept. Admittedly, 7's twice as frequent and almost twice as long. But yeah, there's nothing else really interesting here. So yeah, overall, I think these are alright changes. I wouldn't say they're remarkable, but I wouldn't say any of them are god-awful. So next, it's time for... Oh, I bloody hope not. Due to lease issues, there's a chance the Edinburgh bus station might close. I cannot begin to express how massively this could completely screw up Edinburgh's bus network. I don't mean just the coach services, by the way. Like, you could probably feel the effects of this at Fairmile Head. Yeah, if this isn't going to be a pain in the ass, then I don't know what is. Just, like, there are, I think, 23, 24 services that depart the bus station. If the bus station closes, all 23 or 24 of those buses are going to have to be rerouted to God knows where. And if they have to be rerouted, then that means that there's probably going to be more congestion in a lot of areas, which means that a lot of buses are probably going to have their routes changed, which means that there's probably going to be massive effect on all of Edinburgh's bus network. So I've tried to find a method of getting around this that won't completely ruin Edinburgh's bus network. Is it effective?
Okay, so we're going to start off with the bus routes and then move on to the coach routes. Black Dot's Edinburgh bus station. First off, I think Borders 51, X62, and X95 can be rerouted to Waterloo Place instead of the bus station to make that, I think that makes sense. And then the 253 can come up Leith Street, down North Bridge, and then do the one-way route that the Stagecoach X52 does to Bristow Square. As for the Houstons of Lockerbie 101, 101A, and 102, that can be also rerouted to Waterloo Place as well, it's pretty much the same as with Borders buses. Next, we got FlixBus. 10 and N10, I think, can operate direct and then stop at Haymarket Station, because, well, you can't serve the bus station, can you? And then for the N11, I think it can continue down Queen Street and then call at the Dean Bridge bus stop instead before heading northbound. As for the 80, 92, and 94, they can terminate at Charlotte Square. Next, we got Megabus. M11 can just terminate at Buchanan Bus Station. The 900 works if you need to get into Edinburgh. And then for the M20 and M20X, they can do the same thing as the FlixBus 10 and N10 and call at Haymarket Station instead and operate direct through the city centre. Next, for Scottish City Link, you've got the 900, 909, 913, and 978. They can do a clockwise route terminating at the Dome on George Street. Then for the M90, M91, and M92, I don't know whether the M92 is Megabus or Scottish City Link. I keep getting mixed signals. I think those three can terminate at Charlotte Square, as that probably won't be getting much use. Lastly, we got the Stagecoach X54, X55, X56, X58, X59, X60, and X61. They can curtail at St Andrew's Square, and then the Ember E1 can maybe do the same thing as the 900, 913, 909, and 978, doing the clockwise route terminating at George Street. And then I think St Andrew's Square can just become a Stagecoach bus hub.
Yeah, the only things that I see being a really good idea as a replacement, if any of this goes ahead, which I damn hope it doesn't, are the reroutes for the Borders routes and the Houston's 101, 101A, and 102. Otherwise, why would you feel the need? And that's not even the most insulting thing here. The most insulting thing is that they think Ingliston Park and Ride is a fitting replacement. But yeah, I think if they're going to have to close that bus station down, I think the next best offer is probably, like, on top of Waverley Station, perhaps. Otherwise, yeah, I've got nothing. But anyways, that's all for tonight. I don't have anything else to say, so I am just going to say farewell. So, yeah, adios.